top seeding. Top 4 is it that go to playoffs and go to the LAN as well.
So without further ado, we're gonna have to start. Here you're going to be seeing Silent Gaming on the blue side, and of course that then leaves Team Sir for the orange. Things are underway in Silent Gaming. Already feeling a bit of pressure from Sir. They're handling it very well here, moving it off to the side, trying to find their own corners, trying to close down any angles towards their nets. Mirrorwing can't get past that. Synox is a good clear. He'll chase this downfield. Moved up high, and Mirrorwing puts it to the center. That's dangerous. RNZ with a very, very big clear. That's a good follow through though.
And following through from his clear, you see he just puts it straight up into there, and it forces the rest of Silent Gaming to retreat back. They were expecting to break through the orange defense on their own, but good intercept from RNZ and good follow through, making sure you had enough boost and bouncing it off the floor. Great first goal for them.
Decent first goal. That's going to set the tone here. Silent Gaming, they've got to be careful. We know what they're like under big pressure. Mirrorwing. Nearly, but you do not go down the center of the net with shots like that. Too easy to save. Mirrorwing trying to dive on into that. Synox does get past. The pass to Italy. Couldn't find the net, and now RNZ chases downfield. Syntax cuts that out. He's chasing onto this. He's trying to put it to the center, but RNZ hands that over to Synox, who puts it into the crossbar, and that's not into the net.
Just lack of awareness there. Not knowing that that player is pushing in from the blue side almost led to the tie game. But here comes Synox off the backboard. Oh, he's too far in there. And now is a good opportunity for Silent Gaming here. They're all up. They've got 2v1 there, and it will eventually fall against the defense of RNZ. Just couldn't hold on. One shot from Synox was not enough, but the last one there from Syntax able to push that one through. Good comeback now for Silent Gaming. Taking a minute and a half to get into this game, but they're finally here and finally ready to play.
Yep, Syntax really has to step up in this game. He's done well so far. He's got to captain his team to a victory. Italy thinking better of that. Couldn't get a good touch there, but does clear it away. Dislodges the ball from his opponent's possession. Synox up in the air. Syntax is not quite far enough across. There's Italy. Too simple a hit as Raptor Jesus does get that away. Starting the counter now. Synox is ready for that, and that's a big clear downfield. Well done from Silent Gaming in defense.
But it is just straight into the hands of the orange team as they defend in the midfield, and able to try and go back onto the offense will be Silent Gaming. And away they go, trying to get anything they can in the midfield. Good midfield play from both teams as they battle for possession. It's now in the hands of Silent Gaming. Syntax from the left hand side of the box, and 2-1 will be reached. 2.5 minutes gone, 2.5 to go, and off the crossbar, Syntax well read, and RNZ not in a great position in net. They're just held in the middle of the goal. Probably wanted to be on the back post there to get a clean clear away. Not able to get to it, and it will be the Silent Gaming lead for the first time in this game.
So much support now coming out for Silent Gaming. As said beforehand, you can already tell that they are the crowd favorite. Team Sir, step up, make your name heard, and try and win a couple of fans to your favor. Synox can't beat out RNZ. There's the bounce out to center. No one going to be able to pick that up. Here comes Mirrorwing up and over. Oh, Mirrorwing, you crafty little lad.
Over the top, he will go, Mirrorwing. Just seeing this confusion from Silent Gaming. They're all scrambling, not really knowing where that ball was heading. And Mirrorwing up and over, like you said, Bacon. And it ties the game back up. 2 goals apiece. 2 minutes to go, and this is looking a much closer game than we saw in our last one with Servette and Whiffmasters. Both these teams, this could be the surprise game of the day, as both these teams are very close in skill. And 2-2 could be anyone's game. Still game number 1 though. Plenty of time for these teams to stretch their legs and start coming up with a bit more creative plays than they have been so far.
Yeah, me and you were both talking during that break, Craftman. You said this was your one to watch today. This was your highlight match, and really it could set the field of the table, but no, not going in that one. There's RNZ. Oh, what a shot from that angle.
Brilliant stuff from RNZ. You see here Mirrorwing, it went up and over last time. He tries to go, or I think it was earlier, he tried to go under, but just getting that one up for RNZ. Fantastic team play, and that is communication to a T there, just calling RNZ in and getting that goal back. And it puts SIR in the good position now, where they're a goal up and they've been pushing hard for this last couple of minutes. And Silent Gaming, they've really had no answer up until now, and they will have no answer to that one as Mirrorwing gets a free shot on the empty net, and it will be a 2-goal lead.
A big smile runs across my face with this one. What a play! Mirrorwing near enough uncontested up in the air, just throwing the defenders through a loop, and here we have it, 4-2 in favour to Team SIR. They're starting to get a bit creative. Craftman, you called it out earlier, that would be the identifying feature for the winning team in this series.
Indeed, creative plays, that's what you've got to pull out of the playbook at some point or another. And Silent Gaming, they've been lacking a little bit. They've been playing very solidly, but SIR have just managed to find that little bit more bit of creativity as they go for a double commit there, going to leave the net wide open, and it's actually going to go right back to them. Oh, the shot from Italy just goes wide. That could have been a 1-goal advantage, cut down to a 1-goal advantage, but here they go on an empty net this time. And again, they just go straight for net, and that's the lack of creativity from Silent Gaming. Able to be very easily read by SIR, and they hold it at a 2-goal advantage as we tick into the final 15 seconds.
Silent Gaming might not be the most creative team, but what they have is pressure, Craftman. They need to pull more out here. Syntax looking for the backboard pass. There's Synox.
Oh!
High of the net. Italy can't push that through as that was body blocked out, and this will confirm Game 1 going into SIR's favour, but this is the setting for a great series. Ball hits the ground, and SIR will take game number 1 in a 4-2 victory.
Yeah, it was almost 5-2 in fact, as they go for the 0 second. Wouldn't have really counted for anything because they'd won the game by then. But Silent Gaming, I just want to talk about them for a little bit because they started off really well. It was really close within the first couple of minutes, first 2.5 minutes really. But then I don't know what really happened. I think SIR really just turned on the pressure a little bit more than Silent Gaming, just taking the ball away in the midfield and going for those more creative plays, passing to each other in the blue half of the pitch. And Silent Gaming just really had no answer. They were just diving in for the ball every time, and SIR were just going, taking that ball, picking it up, and just slamming it towards the net every time that Silent came off the ball. And I think if Silent want to get this next game back, they're just going to have to keep possession a little bit more. Take a touch to yourself. You don't have to slam it downfield every single time. Take a touch to yourself, dribble it, pass it in the middle, and you could potentially get this around this SIR defense.
Yes, that's a great little crafty play to pull out. Silent, they've got to just do that, though. The problem is they're a little bit frazzled going into this. They're not truly ready, I feel, here. They've got the makings of a great team here, Craftman. Like I said, that pressure play is probably the strongest pressure play we got in the whole league as teams go. They've just got to pull it out, and it is an exhausting play style. You've always got to be on edge. You've always got to be taking boosts from your opponents, and you've always got to be hitting your mark. Can Silent pull it out here? RNZ does get the ball downfield with the help of a demo from Mirrorwing. Respawns back in, takes the boost, and already starts a counter-attack. Looking for the second touch. He gets it down, but it's not on target. Unfortunate. And Raptor Jesus just a little bit too far away.
Been some brilliant touches in the entire series for Mirrorwing so far. But that's an even better touch than Syntax even. Right, it gets past RNZ and then just bops it over. As who was that? That was Raptor Jesus coming in there. I was about to say doink. That's not a doink though. That's a pop more like. But fantastic there from Syntax. The audacity to do that early on in this game number 2, and that just shows that Silent Gaming are there, and they do have the skills and the creativity to get past SIR. You just need to do it a little bit more often, a little bit more consistently, and that because consistency was the one thing that we kept pulling them up for in the qualifiers, and it's what we're going to keep going on about for them in the entire league play now. And they've got 14 weeks to be consistent. That's going to be a tough ask, but you got to be consistent at least here in week number 1.
Yep. We'll say that once again, you've got to set the foundations for your campaign. The very first week is all important, probably the most important week out of them all. Syntax plays that downfield. That's picked up once again, pressure being put on. Synox and Italy do double commit. Mirrorwing can't connect. Italy putting it up high. Synox can't reach that before Raptor Jesus, and Syntax will just try and kill it in the corner. That's a pass out for RNZ, puts it past into the nets, and there you have it, 1-all. Game number 2.
Yeah, that goal happened really when Syntax pushed it up the wall and was just boostless, and none of his team were around him to help him, and it just put it straight into the hands of Sir, and they were able to push it round for the 1-1 tie.
Already seen in chat that someone's expecting Syntax to come out as the top goal scorer in the league. It's early days to call that, but he does have the capability. The lads from Sir keep knocking at that door, but they hit it straight to the players. Infield pass, not an option there. Synox near enough trying to bait it out. It's off the backboard. Syntax needs to put this away, but gets blocked out by RNZ.
Good stuff from RNZ, knowing where his team is in an awkward position, being able to rotate around there and challenge the play, making sure that ball's back into their own possession. He'll go for the backboard hit here. He has to drop it down softly, just onto the cross, onto the post even. And Raptor Jesus couldn't finish it off, but good stuff from both teams here, defense and offense in mind. Okay, maybe not the defense there for Sir, as they just completely overcommitted on that one. Italy, knowing that goal was empty, and can just hit it almost anywhere. And goes for the 2-1 lead. Silent Gaming back on top now. Could this be the tying game? Just have to wait and see. Still plenty of time left.
A lot of pressure on both of these two teams. Silent Gaming finally stepping it up. What a quick kickoff from Synox with the assistance of Italy. Perfect pass from Italy there.
That's the momentum shift that Silent Gaming needs. A goal and then another goal straight off of kickoff. It says 13 seconds there. You really only take about 5 or 6 seconds off the clock for that. Fantastic stuff from Silent Gaming. The momentum definitely swinging in their favour at the moment.
RNZ does move this downfield. He's got to put the pressure on now. They need a goal. Mirrorwing looks for the answer. Can't find it. Couldn't work out the equation. Another crack, but Synox blocks it out. RNZ just powers it towards the net. A lucky double touch, but won't hurt them just yet. Italy pops it from Mirrorwing. He's going for the second touch. Craftman, he's connected. The third touch just to BM his opponents.
Yeah, that was a really big mistake there from Italy. He should have seen Mirrorwing coming up for the pre-jump there. But fantastic control when Mirrorwing got the ball off of him and getting that double touch, even the triple touch, into the net. And Sir on their way back to try and tie this game up. 2 minutes left. They've got to get one, but Silent, they've got to be feeling really confident now. Really up a lot for the first time. They've got 3 goals, but they only got 2 in the last one. So maybe a little bit of confidence, but now they've overcommitted. Actually, Syntax back in defense. And now is Sir's time to shine. Can they tie this game up in the next, I would say, probably 30 seconds? If they don't do it then, they're in for a tough streak down in the last minute of the game.
A lot of questions asked from Craftman. No!
Call it.
Well, Sir are ready to answer them. There you have it, the equaliser, and what a quick one that was. RNZ, nice. Did you see how he turned his car over and then did the dodge at the end to put that extra bit of power on?
Yeah,
absolutely nuts.
It was brilliant. Just trying to get as much power out of your car as possible. I think Silent Gamer were probably expecting that soft touch as he rolled over. Looked like he might hit it with the underside of his car for the softest shot possible, but he hits it with the nose, gets the dodge in, and gets maximum power onto that into the net. And now Silent Gaming on the back foot a little bit. They've got to break through this defense. As really you see when Sir are back in defense, is all 3 of them back in defense, making life hard for Silent Gaming in the orange half of the field. And then when they eventually give up and rotate back for a boost, that's when Sir can strike.
Italy clearing that down to mid. There's Synox, the follow on, puts the power hit. But Raptor Jesus can clear that away to the side. Another shot at net. Look at this now. Silent Gaming just trying to pressure opponents hit after hit at net, but there is always a defender there to answer it. Nice little hit there as well from Mirrorwing as he looked for Raptor Jesus.
Well, yeah, he was looking for Raptor Jesus in his own half of the field, but able to find him down there. It was just a mistake there from Syntax. He probably should have left this one for Raptor to shoot. He shouldn't have gone up the wall there. He had little boost. He didn't. He wasn't really in the best of position to pinch that one off the wall and into the orange half of the field. Now it could be a quick goal from Sir as the ball pinches right into the blue half and goes straight off the kickoff. But poor defense from Syntax, and 20 seconds left in this one. Silent have got to get something going. Synox could tie it up here. Mirrorwing will actually save it back into the midfield. RNZ now is up for it. Synox has to clear that one away to stop the 5-3. Raptor Jesus gone up for this one. Syntax, Italy's got to clear this one away. Synox will have to clear it. It's up in the air. Still possibility, and it will touch down. And it will be the game in favour of Sir.
Well, Sir somehow turning the tables when they went down. This was looking like it should have been Silent. But no, Sir, it feels weird. It feels too quick. We should have made each game a best of 7 here, Crafters, as this is already match point once again. 2 in a row in this series. Are Sir going to be able to respond to Servette Geneva's 3-0 sweep with one of their own, do you think?
Well, it'd be interesting if it was, because I can't remember the last time we've seen 3-0 sweeps to start, 2 3-0 sweeps to start a league, really. And if both Servette managed it, if Sir can manage it as well, they'll cement themselves as one of the better teams in the league. Yes, they're playing Silent Gaming, who didn't even qualify. They get that substitute spot, but Silent Gaming, even in the qualifiers, they were one of the top teams to even get a spot in league play. Didn't manage it in the end. Just fell to inconsistency, and it's just the consistency that's been hurting them here in their first series. And now, as we go into game number 3, they've just got to get everything together. Although I'm seeing a pattern trending here. First game is 4-2. Second game is 4-3. Will we see a 4-4 overtime? Only time will tell.
There you go. Crafters, this is why I bring him for the analysis, to also put the predictions down. Craftman saying an overtime in game number 3. Who knows? I'm all in camp Silent. I reckon they'll take game number 3 and maybe just turn the tables a little bit. But Team Sir, they're fired up. They're able to pull back that game 2 and turn it into a win, even when they're 3-0 down. Absolutely nuts. Syntax can't connect. RNZ just put it to the corner. He's looking to chase that around, but Italy pops in there quick and early. Up into the air, into the mix. The Synox can't get there first, and that's a big clear from Mirrorwing. RNZ looking for the second touch. Couldn't get it, but it's a perfectly lined up shot, which is not good enough as that goes off the beans and toast. RNZ into the middle, trying to keep that pressure alive, and Mirrorwing as well, but the lads of Silent, they're holding, then they're back in defense.
They are, and I would say in this, it's been a tentative first minute for both these teams. Yes, you've had Sir really being a little bit aggressive, but they've not really been committing all 3 players as of yet. They just want to really not make any mistakes, have a bit of a solid game. And like you said, when you're on match point, you don't want to throw any more games away. You want to get this series over and done with, and you want to get back to practicing for next week.
Do indeed. I imagine the scrims at the moment are just going to be fantastic between these two teams, and there's so much friendship, not only within their teams, but with each other, with each team. There's so much, like we know, between Arctic and, of course, Silent here. There's so much. Helvets as well, throw them into the mix. All a bunch of good friends. Synox with the bump out to middle. Italy having to respond. It wasn't a good pass in the middle, and Italy did the best they could. It has held out as that goes off across the pitch. RZ putting the attack on, but here we're starting to see a bit of complacency, Craftman.
Yeah, just no team really wanting to commit. Like we said, We have had some attacking spells from both teams. It has been mostly possession and advantage to Sir so far. But I think Silent Gaming, they're just biding their time, watching Sir make these plays and they're just waiting to pick their moment, and they'll go back onto the offense and try and get the first goal here as we tick into 2.5 minutes gone, 2.5 to play, still a 0-0 draw, and overtime it could be. Maybe not the 4-4 we might have been expecting, but it could even be a 0-0 overtime.
What an absolute belt all the way downfield, and yeah, you can definitely feel Silent Gaming at the moment, they're just playing the defensive game and then working on those counters. They're just trying to wait for that opportunity to strike. Ball across the net. Syntax does get that away. Couldn't grab boost, so he's super low here. Pass out to middle. Will only hand this on over, but I can't believe it. Sir, too slow to respond. Not expecting it. RNZ can't get the touch. It's out to middle. Raptor Jesus putting the shot on. That opens it up from Raptor himself.
Yeah, you see here, it was Italy just rotating around. He actually doesn't stay on the back post, and that lets Raptor Jesus sneak it in under the crossbar. I think Italy was probably expecting his team to finish off that and win the ball and get it upfield. It was a bold move from Italy, but you've got to be a little bit more solid on defense, especially when Raptor Jesus is lying in wait like he was there.
1-0. The rate this game has been going, that could be it. The only goal we see. Silent Gaming, prove me wrong. Italy up into the air. Up cross, but Merwin will pick up. Italy happened to leave that. It was awkward. Oh, so much time to build up here from RNZ. Big clear down center. Raptor Jesus picks it up. He's going to take this with him on the wall, but a good block from Syntax. Sends it all the way down into the Sir side. Good follow up from Synops. Across to middle, and Raptor Jesus does put that to the side. Silent Gaming now starting to try and put on those pressure plays.
Well, they really need to as we tick into the final minute. They are one goal down and match point down at the moment. They need to at least get this to overtime, I would say, to give them a shot of going and getting their first win of the season. Because that first win, it really sparks a little bit of confidence going into week number 2. But when you lose your first week, it's not as good, obviously. But Raptor Jesus, look at this. 1 to RNZ, back to Raptor Jesus, and all of Silent Gaming just confused in defense once again. And it has been the defense that has been downfall for Silent Gaming. They just get pressured by Sir, just can't get the ball away, and they just end up crumbling. And one of my favourite lines I always like to throw out there is knock on the door hard enough, it will eventually fall down. And Silent Gaming, their back door has been absolutely battering around.
RNZ into center. Silent Gaming are 20 seconds to find 2 goals. A near impossible task. Are the lads up to it? Synops can get that off to the side. They can't play defense anymore. They've got to find a goal of their own. Italy picks up an absolute boomer downfield, but cannot find the net. It's wide. Syntax keeps it alive, but here, that is it. Game called. As soon as it hits the ground, there you have it. Sir respond to Servets 3-0 with one of their own. And would you have it? Silent Gaming just could not seem to catch a break in that entire series.
No, it was dominating really from the start, and you felt that Sir were more. They felt a little bit more confident. We talked about the scores in the last break there. It was 4-2, 4-3, and then 2-0.